51, take 51, cue him. Sound, cue him, cue him. Cue.
Next on NewsBeat, the latest on the scandal that's rocking our state.
And the White House puts the brakes on the auto bailout.
And Columbia's ready for the holidays. We'll show you all the decorations seen around campus. NewsBeat starts now.
Roll 58, take 58. Cut mics, ready to.
From the studios of Columbia College, Chicago, this is NewsBeat for Thursday, December 11th, 2008.
Hello, I'm Frankie Jupiter.
And I'm Candace Pierce. It's Thursday, December 11th.
Take 3.
Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich left for work this morning, still facing federal corruption charges. But the governor's attorney says he's innocent and that he still has important work to do for the state. CBS News reporter Joel Brown has more.
Roll 55, take 55 sound.
The power elite wants to run him out of office, but Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich is holding on by a thread, even after President-elect Barack Obama urged him to resign.
Let me say that I was as appalled and disappointed as anybody.
The governor is accused of trying to sell Mr. Obama's vacant Senate seat, a charge that could send him to prison.
Shocking.
Attorney General Lisa Madigan says she'll go to the state Supreme Court to have Blagojevich declared unfit to hold office if he doesn't resign soon. And in Chicago, people tend to agree.
Whether he's guilty or not guilty, that's not the issue. It's whether he can govern at the moment.
For now, he is
What happened to the audio?
Has been back at work and meeting with staff about budget issues. But even as number 2, the lieutenant governor is urging Blagojevich to quit. And for many, there is a sense of betrayal.
It's just
30
a
seconds. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds.
You know, that's where my disgust comes in.
The scandal reached Capitol Hill when Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr. was identified as one of the candidates talking to Blagojevich about the Senate job. But Jackson says he's done nothing wrong.
How cute, Joe Brown.
Illinois lawmakers will hold a special session on Monday to strip Blagojevich of his power to pick a new U.S. senator. And if he hasn't quit by then, they'll be talking about impeachment. Joel Brown, CBS News, Chicago.
And take 2, cue him.
It seems everyone is commenting about the shakeup in Illinois politics.
We hit the streets to hear what students have to say. Lauren Rosella is live on Michigan Avenue with more. Lauren?
Fly to Michigan Ave. Cue her, go.
Good morning, guys. Well, RockTheVote.com says that this year's presidential election had the highest turnout of young people ever. But now, leading Democrat Governor Rod Blagojevich is in custody. With pay-to-play politics seeming to be the only path to a Senate seat, students are angry, but not worried about President-elect Barack Obama.
Roll 51, take 51 sound.
I don't really think Governor Blagojevich's arrest is going to affect Barack Obama's presidency or the people who follow Barack Obama, because even though Illinois' politicians are corrupt, you know, there's always that one politician that's always there doing everything right, which is Barack Obama.
I did not think that Illinois would have another corrupt and possibly going to jail political figure on their hands. I mean, we've already seen what happened with Governor George Ryan. That was an embarrassment, and they say that this shouldn't affect Chicago's bid for the Olympics, but I'm not quite sure anymore.
Yeah, it's just not very good, and hopefully with President-elect Obama we can change this.
Take 4, cue her.
Now, as you may have heard this morning, the state's Attorney General Lisa Madigan is already calling for the governor's resignation. In an interview with CNN this morning, she expressed concern that Blagojevich could appoint himself to that Senate seat, allegedly up for sale. Live from Michigan Avenue, I'm Lauren Rosella. Frankie and Candace, back to you.
Thank you, Lauren.
Fly them forward. And take 3.
According to the Sun-Times, Patty Blagojevich's family is speaking out about her profanity-laced tirade. She is heard in the background of the Blagojevich recordings cursing. Her family says she is in a pressure cooker.
Roll 52 with sound, take 52.
It's a trying time, obviously, for her. You know?
Ready, 3.
And I think that, in fact, that it's unfortunately very, very difficult for her and for the kids.
Yeah, you've spoken to her, obviously.
And then, yeah, I haven't, and it's you know, it's just it's not a good situation.
Take 3. Ready,
her family
1.
also says Mrs. Blagojevich is particularly protective of her family.
Take 1. Ready, 53.
While Governor Rod Blagojevich has been relatively quiet, Jesse Jackson Jr. hasn't been so shy. CBS reporter Dean Reynolds has more.
Roll 53, take 56.
One who has been talking, though, is Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr., the son of the civil rights activist and a potential successor to Obama as U.S. Senator from Illinois.
I reject and denounce pay-to-play politics and have no involvement whatsoever in any wrongdoing.
But now Jackson Jr. is identified in the criminal complaint against Blagojevich as candidate number 5, someone who the governor allegedly felt he could get to pay for the senatorial appointment. Blagojevich was taped saying he might get some money up front, maybe from Jackson, and that the governor was approached by a Jackson emissary about whom he said, you know, he'd raise 500 grand. Blagojevich then allegedly said a second Jackson associate told him he would raise $1 million if I made Jackson senator. On Wednesday, Jackson acknowledged that he'd met with Blagojevich the night before the governor's arrest. He said he'd done nothing wrong, though, and called on Blagojevich to resign.
I never sent a message or an emissary to the governor to make an offer, to plead my case, or to propose a deal about a U.S. Senate seat, period.
The interlocking network of Chicago politics is complicating all of this for Obama. Not terribly close to Blagojevich or Jackson, but an association with scandal, however far removed, is not great for a new president.
From a political standpoint, this is an awful beginning for Senator Obama to have the governor of his state involved in basically a raffle for a Senate seat.
And take 3.
That was Dean Reynolds reporting. And still ahead on NewsBeat, the auto bailout comes to a screeching halt, while we'll have more coming up.
And we'll take you on a holiday tour around Columbia. Stay tuned.
Ready 4, start your move.